My name is Mike Douris. I'm president of Orphan Outreach, and I just wanted to update you on the Orphan Outreach Ministry in relation to the COVID crisis that we're all facing. First of all, we fully recognize that everyone is suffering with this crisis, and that our donors, supporters, volunteers are all being impacted. And we pray for you regularly and understand that the suffering that you are going through as well. But in every case, when you have a crisis like this, the most vulnerable face significant challenges. And we have seen that throughout all the 8 countries that we serve. Children are not able to go to school, and many of those children depended on the meals that we provide at those schools in order to be able to eat every day. And so since the first of the year, Orphan Outreach has provided over 500,000 meals to the children and families that we serve in the 8 countries that we do ministry. Particularly in situations like in India with our AIDS ministry we support, they have gone into remote villages at risk to their own health and brought food and critical medicine to those people in those villages. And many times they walk up to that door and the family just cries because of the desperate need they had. Recently in Guatemala, food was brought to a family that hadn't eaten in 3 days. And the father, when he received the food, broke down in tears. These are critical supplies for our families. In Honduras, we're still working on projects like foster care. In Guatemala, we're working with the Central Authority on adoption issues, so we're doing a lot of ministry like that. But most of our ministry right now is focused on meeting the basic needs of our children. In Honduras, we were asked by the government, for example, to provide food and supplies for mothers who were in prison because the government was running out of food supplies and milk supplies for the babies. And so we were able to provide for that need and continue to provide for that need through our very dedicated donors. We also, in Russia, many of our children in Russia have lost their jobs. And so we are providing for all our graduates in Ukraine, Latvia, and Russia basic food supplies and other types of materials that they need to be able to survive on a daily basis. You make all of this possible. We are so thankful for the donors. And you may be wondering, how can you get involved? And really we think of 3 ways. One is you can do a Facebook fundraiser for us that can really help provide needed supplies. And it doesn't take much to be able to provide food for a family. We basically $40 a month will feed a family. And so we ask that maybe you consider doing that. And then also we're asking if you would consider to advocate for us, to tell people about the needs that our families are facing, and be able to get others involved in helping us provide for those critical needs. And finally, and most importantly, pray. We just ask for your prayers as our team overseas works so hard to be able to provide for the children. Like in Kenya, for example, that even though our school is closed, we have wells that we're providing fresh water and meals to the families and the children we serve in those schools. So be in prayer that we can continue to do that. Again, we pray for you as you face the crisis as we are. Life has changed a lot, and we just pray that God will make every provision for you. And we thank you for your support. Orphan Outreach would not be able to do all that we do if it was not for you. Thank you.